All right. So we're going to go back. I don't know how old is this one. This one's only 2 months old. So this is a Forbes video, so no one can accuse me of this or that. This is straight up out of Forbes.
The president, our team, our negative 48 team follows the president.
That started fast.
Because we know the truth about what he's done, not only for our country, but the whole world, that they've kept from the world. And they're going to find out what this man has done, and all the arrows, and he's taken them all for us. He's taken all the...
Okay, she wasn't wrong. This is 2 months ago. She wasn't... Is that Roseanne Barr? There's a possibility that's Roseanne Barr. She's not wrong, though. She said they're going to find out all the things that this dude has done. She's prophetic. She called it 2 months ago. 2 months ago, she said we're going to know all the things this dude has done. Holy shit. Look at this lady. This is like you're getting ready for the Eagles game right here. Except for you're not going to watch like a sports event. This is like literally the entire like safety and future of our country. And this is what we're doing. Wow.
Hits for us, you know, and all the lies they've told on that man. So we're going to keep it, you know. They said would he still run if he was in jail? Guess what? We can still vote for our president if he's in jail. And guess
she's not wrong. So far, it's up to the courts to decide, because there's no precedent that's been set of a president being in prison and being voted for. So far, I think there's 3 people, including the Tiger King, this year running, that have ran for president from prison. So there is no precedent that says that if he is elected, that he can't do it from prison. And sweet Jesus, please. Like, I will become religious. I'll go ahead and I'll throw this out there. If you listen, God, don't let this happen. If Donald Trump gets elected and he's in prison, I will pray nightly that the courts overturn that shit. Because the last thing we need is the president of the United States being in prison. Do you think the rest of the world already doesn't look at us like we're a bunch of fucking nutcases? I mean, look at this shit. Like, they don't already think we're all crazy as fuck? Like, we're already like the gun nuts. We're already like dressing up with fucking red, white, and blue like hair with fucking crazy. What does that say? Do you still trust these politicians? Is that what it says on her head? Oh, it's the hear no evil, see no evil thing. Like, this is already what the world sees about us. Can you imagine what the rest of the world is going to think about us if our president is literally a felon doing a prison term? We can't have that, guys.
that's what's going to happen. They throw him in jail, we're still going to vote for our president. Because these politicians are evil and corrupt. And they've been doing very evil and corrupt things for a very long time.
Obviously, Tucker Carlson has now left Fox. What are your thoughts on that?
Tucker Carlson's going to be more damaging to them outside of Fox, because now there's no change. Tucker Carlson's taking...
I mean, she's probably not wrong, but I mean, that's a pretty high bar to set. He literally lost him like $1 billion. I think Tucker Carlson may have been able to do more damage to Fox News if he stayed. I think it's actually like for all of us, regardless of the fact that now Jesse Waters is in there, we all should have we should have all got on the phones and called our local legislatures and said that Tucker being fired from Fox News is a disservice, because he's doing more damage to Fox News on Fox News than he could possibly do not being on Fox News. He literally lost them like $1 billion.
Into Twitter, because the Twitter wants to claim that they're not a media publication, right? So Tucker Carlson's, his contract says he can't go to another media corporation, right? Well, guess what? Twitter stands by that they're not a media publication, right? That's why they get to silence us. 5 Twitter accounts they disabled of mine. 3 Facebook accounts. So I tried to do it right on the public square. They silenced my voice. You understand? Because they don't want you to know the truth. I know too much truth, but they don't want you to know it. So Tucker Carlson, they're going to regret it, because now Tucker Carlson going to be doing his show on Twitter.
Hello and welcome back to Eye on Iowa. I am here with...
I've missed this. This is what made my channel popular for like 5 minutes there. I've missed this. Now, I can't watch stuff like this over and over again. When I had that video go crazy, 200,000 views, whatever it was, I had to take a step back because it's just like, it's hard to watch this shit over and over again. I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. I still have a really good, positive outlook on America. I believe that we're capable of pulling ourselves out of the bullshit. I think that we're having a moment. We're having a moment, folks. And we need to get back to some sense of like logical thinking and intelligence. But I have missed this. I'm going to be honest with you. Watching these people just absolutely lose their mind and say the dumbest shit of all time. I don't know that you can get this anywhere else. I've never seen this in another country. Let's take a look at some comments. Trump supporters that are Raiders fan of politics? Redonk, you should know that. Don't you still like the Raiders? Is that a self-owned Redonk? She's ducking cute for a duck. Nathan, you might have a chance. You're not going to be able to hit her up on Twitter, though. She's lost all 5. She's on like, I bet you Elon's let her back on. You think Elon's let her back on? If she got banned while Elon was on, I mean, she was doing some bad stuff. If I wasn't married, I'd troll Trump rallies for crazy chicks. Dude, that's some hang on for the ride kind of stuff, dude. Tiger Dude would be a good match for her. That's not a bad call at all, Nathan. The American fascist hat. Lauren, world certainly has a poor opinion of us nowadays. I cannot deny that. Like I said, I have a very positive outlook on my own country because I think that we can do this. But the rest of the world, they're gonna have to hang on tight for us to come through this. This is gonna be a wild ride. It's a roller coaster of emotions. But I think if we come out of this, we come out of this stronger than we ever were before. I'm still optimistic, folks. Fun Halloween costume. Maybe I'll dress up as her for Halloween. Anything you guys might... Oh, no. Lauren Boebert is your... Oh, no, I'm so sorry. That is like, once again, when we talk about the bottom of the barrel, when Bobo is your representative, it's like, it's bad enough Marjorie... Oh, you tell me this, because I've heard dissenting opinions on this. You think Bobo's worse, or do you think Marjorie Trailer Park Green is? Because I'm of the opinion that Bobo's actually dumber than MTG, but possibly less damaging than MTG. That's my personal opinion on that one. Election is coming, just hang in there. I don't know if the election's going to do much better. I think I'm going to give us a timetable of somewhere between 2 and 10 years. That's what I'm going for. Between 2 and 10 years before we kind of like get our shit back together. I think we look back at this time 10 years from now and we just go, holy shit, can you believe that happened? That's where I'm at with that one. Or the aliens, unless it's canceled for aliens. If aliens come down, folks, that could be that's either the saving grace or perhaps that's world domination. They've probably all seen District 9, and I'm going to be honest with you, we're probably going to get our ass handed to us for making that movie. Like, aliens are going to come down and see District 9, and they're just going to just, like, hand us our ass for that. So good to see I'm not alone, being unable to watch anything on Fox without screaming at the TV. Thanks for popping in, Pearly's Pigtails. Anytime you want to see me losing my shit watching Fox News, I'm here every Wednesday. Andrew Tate and Trump to the boot. Like, dude, Andrew Tate and Trump are the same person. I am sticking by this conspiracy theory. There is no way that two human beings exist that have the exact same playbook. No fucking way. The I've never seen her in my life playbook. The no way you can catch me on this by me tattling on myself 24/7 through text and emails and every other form of technological communication that you could possibly make. There's no way there's two people that fucking dumb. They have to be the same person. They have to. Oh, shit. We can't trade them for cat food? Or we can't trade them cat food. We might be able to trade Bobo for cat food to the aliens. What's happening, LB? There's a chance that we could give them like our world's dumbest. I'm just saying, if the aliens come down, we immediately try to trade them Trump, Bobo, MTG, George Santos, Tucker Carlson. We herd them to the front, and we try to make a trade immediately. Because I think if we do that, we might be able to gain some semblance of sanity back from the aliens, and they might let us keep our guns. That's all I'm saying. That's the only chance we have, guys.
Max, correct?
Yes.
And you are 15. You're here at the Trump rally here in Des Moines, but you're not originally from Des Moines. You are from Kansas City, right?
Yes.
So you drove all the way, what, 3-ish hours, 4-ish
Yes.
hours to get here. What made
Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch this one. Like, I love the youth, man. I love kids. I don't know if I can watch this part. Like, is this kid about to do some bad stuff, man? Is he about to say some dumb shit? God damn it, man. This one's gonna hurt my feelings.
you want to
I'm
come
gonna
and see
eat my
Trump
food
today?
right now.
I just wanted to see our president just come and show off what he's made to do in America. I believe he's here for a real reason, and I think it's my I should come here to support my president, because that's the least I could do as a person that's going to be a voter, as a supporter of his. I feel like it should be my duty to do whatever it is to support him.
Yeah, and I mean, you're 3 years away from voting. What issues do you feel are most important to you?
I believe that the gender ideology at my school is a very big, scary thing as I'm in school. I also think the economy, with me getting a car next year.
Okay, tell me your dad told you to say all these things without telling me your dad told you to say all these things. Gender ideology is scary. I have multiple people that work for me that are non-binary. I have multiple people that choose they, them pronouns. You know what kind of impact it has on my workplace? None. Zero. Nada. In fact, they're some of my best workers. No offense to everybody else. Gender ideology is the scariest thing. Hold on. What about fucking school shootings? God damn it, I shouldn't have watched this. This is going to hurt. Gender ideology is the thing that you're most afraid of when there are literal mass shootings at schools. This is fucking crazy.
I'll be paying gas prices now, and I know my parents are struggling economically right now. And I just think the economy is going to be better when Trump is back in office. And then, I mean, yeah, and then...
Dude, little bro is concerned about gas prices already. He doesn't even have a permit. Oh my God.
Just thinking about the verge of us being on World War III just scares me. And I just think he could cure our country, because our country's in a bad place right now.
What do you think when you say World War III? Do you mind elaborating on that a little bit?
Yeah, so I think the stuff that's going on in Russia, Ukraine, I think when we're supporting a country that is known to be corrupt in the past, and they're going against a nuclear power country, as we are a nuclear power country, and we are this close to a nuclear war right now.
Okay, I'm going to give him that one. That's solid. Nuclear weapons, that's an issue, okay? I'm going to give him that one. I feel really bad for him also because I'm kind of clowning him. He's worried about the price of a car. That's fair. I don't know. The price of cars is actually coming back down. Coming back down, redonk. Price of cars are actually... Dude, you can get you... Did you know? Haha. Way to move out of California. You can get you a Tesla right now in California for like $15K with all the rebates and stuff. I'm about to get out a car payment, okay? And I'm about to go right back in. Right back in. Because if I get me a Tesla for $15K, dude, I'm fucking all over that. Dude, you're going to pass on a Tesla? Why are you passing on a Tesla? Dude, you better not say that on the internets. You're going to get in trouble. Elon's going to find out.
And it would not have happened under Trump.
And so you talked a little bit about the economy. You're 3 years away from possibly going to college or a trade school or just going into the workforce. What scares you about our economy?
It scares me about just everything. Inflation, just everything. I mean, the country is in such a bad place, and no one wants to work right now. And it's...
Inflation has been cut by 40% in the last 3 months. So this is like 2 months ago this is done. So this is like my problem with all the like the fear mongering, right? It's like I feel like the Conservative Party right now lives in like the moment, right? Like whatever is bad at that time is the thing they're most concerned about. And that does make sense because they really want to they want to activate their voter base, right? So they're trying to pull people like out of the seats and get them out to vote and stuff like that. So they feel like the best way to do it is to just like instill this like extreme sense of fear that everything about what's happening at the moment is the most important thing ever, because if you don't do something about it now, it's going to just be that way forever. And the craziness is, at over 40 years old now, the amount of different changes that have happened over the last 20 years of my life, you start to recognize that things go this way, then things go that way, things go this way, things go that way. But overall, it tends to like balance itself out. And that's why I still think that there's a lot of optimism on my part about the American society as a whole and culture. It's really unfortunate to do this to young people, to say to young people, you should be super scared about your future. Like, that's like such a bad thing to do to a young person when they already have so much on their plate when it comes to like getting through school, attempting to enter the workplace, apparently finding a used car. They don't need all this extra stuff, man. As adults, it's our job to provide our youth with an experience when they're younger that they can like look back on in a positive way, not look back on in like, I lived in fear my entire like teenage years. Like that's a failing on adults' part. And I'm actually like, I'm pretty upset with adults for putting young people in this place. That's crazy. That should never be that way. Kids deserve to have childhoods.
It's just, we're not in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's say Trump does not become the nominee for the GOP. There are a lot of other GOP candidates up right now, and there is the possibility of Governor Ron DeSantis.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I like Ron DeSantis as a governor, but I understand why Trump is not liking him right now. I believe they had an alliance, and Ron DeSantis is starting to break that alliance and their friendship, because Trump endorsed DeSantis, and DeSantis would not have had any opportunity of winning that election in Florida. So I believe he's a little sneaky, because he broke that alliance, and I don't trust.
Dude, if there's one thing you can say about DeSantis, it's that he's not very sneaky. All right, that dude has like flubbed like just by like saying the dumbest shit, trying the dumbest shit. This is a man who tried to fight Disney. Like, one of the biggest employers in his state, and is currently just being held over like the proverbial barrel by Mickey Mouse right now. Like, Goofy is giving it to him from one end, while Donald just gives it the other end. Like, sneaky? I don't know if he's sneaky. He doesn't seem real smart, though.
Trust him.
Okay, final question.
Sneaky
Let's just
meatball
say
fingers.
that, he doesn't get the GOP nomination, but there are other people up for it. Who would you endorse besides Donald Trump?
Yeah, I think I would go with DeSantis. Like I said, I still think that he's a little shady, but I still do think he's
Dude, that should be the slogan for the Republican Party right now. I do think he's a little shady, but he's still the best man for the job.
doing a great job in Florida. Florida is doing a lot better right now, but keep an eye out for him, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Max.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to ION.
Fuck, I feel bad. I'm sorry. I tell people all the time, I'm like, don't have to go after the children, man. I'll leave the kids alone. Like, I don't know, man. Their brain's still forming. The prefrontal cortex doesn't even fully, like, evolve until you're, like, 25, 26 years old. And that's your decision-making, like, that's, like, the center for your decision-making. Let's not go in on the children. Let's hope that kid, hopefully by 26, can figure some shit out. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm just noticing my ADD's kicking in. That's an American flag tractor. Is that 316 on the tractor?
On Iowa. My name is Sarah. I'm a reporter here with Forbes, and today I am here with some unique drivers. Can you tell us your names?
My name is Gary Leffler. I'm from West Des Moines, Iowa.
Merle Miller, Kelowna, Iowa.
Dog. Merle. How many people are named Merle nowadays? That's up there with like Edith, right? Like that's an old school name right there. Mickey Mouse has $1,000 an hour lawyers. You know it, LB. Shit, I'd be considering more like $2,000 an hour. DeSantis doesn't know short guys can't be president. Dude, is he Tom Cruise? Is he Tom Cruise height? Indoctrination? Yeah, 100% LB. This is why, like, it's fucking insane to let your kids go to this kind of stuff or to make your kids go to this stuff. Like, I don't try to indoctrinate my kids. I want my kids to have decisions when it comes to religion made with their own decision making. I want my kids to have decisions when it comes to politics made with their own decision making. And then I want to be able to express my opinion to them in a way that hopefully, you know, they can hear my point of view. And that's what I want for my kids. I treat my kids like adults. I treat them I don't treat them. I speak to them like adults. And I hope that in some way helps my kids to be able to logically think their way through things. Because I'll be honest with you, I know I'm not right about everything. And I don't want my kids to ever grow up in a manner where they believe something because I'm the person who really kind of instilled it in them, and then they later find out that it was full of shit and it was detrimental to their life. So obviously I influence my children. I hope I do it in a way that is responsible.
All right. Well, you obviously brought out quite the beast today. What were you hoping to see today with Trump?
Well, we want to see, Trump obviously right now is the front runner in the state of Iowa. And we wanted to see him come out strong and claim that mantle and to continue to...
Dude, tell me he's not a car salesman. That dude's got to be... Look at the way he's smiling. Like, this man, he's either a politician or a car salesman. I'm not even saying that in a bad way, so don't anybody think I'm just insulting the man. I'm just saying he looks like one.
Promote the policies that he had that made America great. We need those policies back.
Okay, and these two people in the back, these are the type of people that put raisins in their potato salad. Okay, that's what's happening right here, because it's spicy. Got to tone down that spice.
You look at what's happening on the border even right now today. End of 42.
Crazy.
It's just crazy. Thousands of people coming across the border and they got no idea who they are.
Okay, well, let's transfer a little bit to what's going on with Ukraine and Russia right now. Obviously, Donald Trump was not in office when the war started, but what do you expect to see from him if he were to be voted back?
I completely believe him when he says that if he was reelected, the war would be over in one day.
Yes.
I 100% believe
100%.
that.
Not even like 97? Not even like 96? You guys don't want to hedge your bets on that one? I keep wondering if the reason that Donald Trump came out and said that the war would be over day one when he becomes the president, if he's just looking for a window of time. He's like, his political advisors have said, like, you know, if you get elected a year from now, the Ukraine war will be over. So just start telling people that on day one of your presidency that it'll be over. And then he's like, boom! Fucking told you. Raisins and potato salad? I'm telling you, somebody does it. Somebody does that shit. Not me. Not me. I put bacon in my potato salad, though. I love some bacon and some dill pickles. My mom's from Texas.
Go back to this. Right now, my son is currently deployed to Poland. He's been there. He's missed nearly a year from his 3 young daughters and his wife. He'll miss Father's Day because he's a state.
My guy, my entire family is military. That's literally what you sign up for. Now, I wouldn't want to be in Poland because poor Poland gets invaded every fucking time anything happens. Shout out my boy Sharon, who's from Poland. Also, Gratz, this girl is pregnant. But, dude, you can't be mad that your son's in the military and is over there right now. I mean, that's literally what he signed up for. Like, I'm anti-war, even though, like, my whole family is military, right? Like, I'm anti-war, but, like, if you sign up for the military, you can't be mad that, like, when there's an engagement that you have to be somewhere else. Like, even when there's not war, you get put in places like Poland.
Stationed over there right now. I ask every military person this question. If Donald Trump would have been reelected, would the war between Russia and Ukraine ever happen? And every one of them say it would have never happened.
Nope.
Yeah, no. The people that you hang around, The people that are like-minded and live in your echo chamber said the same exact thing as you? No fucking way, man. That is crazy.
They saw a weak president, and they decided to take action when we had a weak president. Wouldn't have happened with Trump.
All right, I'll play a little bit of devil's advocate here. Trump has also talked about his relationship with Vladimir Putin. How do you think that would change in his new campaign if that were true?
When you go back in time a little bit, a lot of people fail to understand this.
Okay.
When oil was $21 a barrel when he left office, he was basically, and a lot of people don't talk about this, but he was bankrupting Russia. He was bankrupting Iran. They would have never went forward with the invasion. They would have never, Iran would.
Is that true? I don't know enough about this one. Somebody help me out if that is true or not. I don't know about that. Senator Tuberville is a traitor to the military. Senator Tuberville is an asshole, dude. Like, I can't even get started on that guy. He's the type of dude that, once again, you tell me that Tommy Tuberville says shit, and I'm like, no way. And then I look it up, and I'm like, fuck, he said that? And it's not even out of context? He's a moron.
Would have never went forward with their nuclear program. He was bankrupting them. It's not talked about.
Hold on, he's saying that Iran wouldn't have gone forward with their nuclear program isn't he the one that literally took the deal off the table to stop Iran from their nuclear program? Weren't we literally in the middle of a deal with Iran that was going to stop them from their continuing their nuclear program, and then Donald Trump pulled us out of it? Am I wrong about that? I'm pretty fucking sure that's what happened.
But that's what was happening. Those countries were going bankrupt. All of a sudden, the oil went to 120. Now it's right around 75 or 80. Right now, the reality is this: Europe.
Wait, and didn't COVID have something to do with the oil thing? God damn it! I should know more about this. I had oil stocks during this whole time. I got the fucking cheapest oil stocks, and then they went through the roof, and I should have hung on to them. I took my money and ran. I'm pretty sure COVID had something to do with all of that. Export and imports. God damn it. I wish I could fucking bring all this up right now. I need more caffeine.
And us paying that price for oil, we're funding the Russians. We're funding Iran in doing their programs because of the price of oil.
Yeah. Sleepy Joe doesn't even know what the heck's going on. I mean, he wakes up out of bed and doesn't know what's going on. I mean, seriously.
This is my problem with their arguments, too. It's like, that's not an argument. That's not an argument, dude. God damn it.
You can't put a coherent sentence together. Is that
Redonk knows.
One of the free world? I don't think so.
Well, what did Trump say at the town hall when they asked him that question? Drill, baby, drill. Yes. That was the right.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, these people love keywords. They're just like, he said some nonsensical shit, and I was like, fuck yeah. Bring it.
Now, we know that Donald Trump obviously won the state of Iowa in 16 and in 20, but if we have Biden up on the Democrat side, and let's say, we're going to have a GOP candidate on the other side, what does Trump need to do this election if we're going to face another Trump-Biden face-off?
I think that's a no-brainer. I mean, if you see Joe Biden on stage, have you heard him talk lately?
Okay, buddy. But he literally lost the last... Okay, these are people that don't believe he lost. Okay, so let me fucking reformat that argument. Okay, so this guy clearly believes that the election was rigged. So there's no way he believes that Joe Biden actually beat him in those debates. I got nothing for that. I got zero for that. Joe Biden beat him in the debates, and that's why he's the president today. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous to sit here and go, well, he's just going to kick his ass. Are you kidding me? How do you not know that? Well, I don't know. Fucking history?
A 5-year-old could talk better than this buffoon that we have in office. I'm dead serious. I don't say that the office, I respect the office. I do not.
No, you don't, though. No, you don't. No, you can't say... That's like saying no offense. When somebody's like talking to a black person, they're like, no offense, but a lot of black people steal. You're like, the fuck, man? God damn it.
I respect the guy that's in the office right now because he's a buffoon. He literally can't put a coherent sentence together.
I would even say this. Every mom knows when they go to the grocery store they're paying 2 and 3 times. Me and my wife, we go to the grocery store.
Exactly, Nathan. I'm not a racist, but... And his love letter attached. Oh, you know it, aces. 100% aces. There would have been a Trump Tower right down in the middle of the plaza, like day 2. Day 1, war's over. Day 2, Trump Tower. That's what it would have fucking had. It would have been the Trump Kremlin. It's Brondo. It's what plants crave. Holy shit. What up, fatty? Oh, shit. Trump uses the same 10 words in every freaking tweet. Exactly, aces. And he knows his fucking basis. He knows that these people love those 10 words. I literally made a video about it where he just says the same keywords over and over and over and over and over again. And I made like 2.5-minute clips, and that was because I just couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't sit there for another 2 hours listening to him talk and picking out every keyword he used. I still made 2.5, 3-minute long clips of him using one word over and over and over and over and over again. And these people just can't get it. They can't get it. It's fucking insane.
I go to the grocery store and I'm like, are you kidding me? $100 and we got 2 bags of groceries.
Sorry,
Every mom that's out there knows what's really going on. So the old adage is Trump couldn't get the woman vote. I think that's changing. His moms have gone out and they've gone to the grocery.
This dipshit, okay, I get to talk to this one because professionally I work in the grocery industry, okay? So when you say things like, moms know this, moms know that, yeah, everybody knows that inflation has happened. And you don't have to go in the grocery store to understand that. The price of groceries have gone up. I believe 8% or 10% over the past, it was the past year. But in the last 2 to 3 months, actually, inflation has decreased by about 40% overall. So we're sitting somewhere at like 6% or maybe even a little bit lower than that. And the prices of groceries have not just stabilized, but they've actually decreased. So over the next year, if we get to a point where Biden is running against Trump and inflation continues to decrease and groceries continue to go down, what do you think the moms will think then, bro? Do you think eggs went to the price that they did because of inflation? Because if you do, you're wrong. It's because of the avian flu. That's why the price of eggs went up. It had nothing to do with Joe Biden, no matter what fucking idiots out there tell you that. It had zero to do with Joe Biden, everything to do with an avian flu that was more contractable and more scary than any avian flu ever. And if you really want to get deep on a conversation about viruses and what happens when they mutate, we can start talking about the fact that COVID is still around. And if you remember right, the first time the avian flu was bad, it was when it first came out. Well, the worst that it's been was last year. Okay? So when people think that like COVID's gone and it's done and it didn't exist, all that shit, there's a potential that one day COVID comes back around just like the avian flu, is more deadly than it ever has been before and more contractable. These are the people that we can't have in charge of our country when that happens.
Grocery store, they
Look
said
at the safety. Look at the border. Look at the safety of their kids. Look at what's happening in school. I don't think any of that stuff would be happening if Trump was in the office.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, look at all the violence that's going on because of the drug dealers and thieves and all kinds of hooligans.
The fentanyl crisis we have right now.
Okay, how about Oxycontin? This is like what drives me nuts about the fentanyl thing. It's like, for sure, I 100% agree that shit like fentanyl needs to be taken care of. I do agree with that. But acting like this is some kind of new thing, like there wasn't crime, there wasn't fucking Oxycontin, there wasn't like, how many other times in the history of the United States have these exact things played out? Acting like just Joe Biden, because Trump wasn't in there as Joe Biden. Like, no. There was a literal pandemic while Donald Trump was president. Millions of people died. But I'm not sitting here blaming everything on Donald Trump. In fact, I've even given Donald Trump credit for Operation Warp Speed. Like, that's the difference between the people out there that are capable of logically thinking about the situation and saying, this is what's happening, but there's these reasons for these things happening, and the people that are just like, this is my dude, and there's no fucking way that anything could possibly happen unless he's in charge. He's not Jesus. He's not Superman. He's not even a 5th grader. God damn it. This is what drives me nuts. You couldn't have picked somebody better? You couldn't have picked, like, if they would have gotten behind, like, fucking Morgan Freeman, if they could have gotten behind, like, James Earl Jones, they could have picked, like, they could have picked King Griffey Jr. Aaron Rodgers, I would have given them more credit. Donald Trump is not the dude that you should be getting behind on this level. Pick somebody better.
Coming across the border, I mean, it's sick. Yeah. There's no other country in the world that lets people in like this guy's letting in right now.
Now, I just have to ask, because
he doesn't deserve to be called the president. It's this guy.
Let's say that, you know, the primaries come around and Donald Trump does not get the GOP nomination. Is there any other GOP candidates that you would support?
Well, we're going to support the GOP because the Democrat Party left America a long time ago. I'm going to support the GOP, whoever it is. I don't care who it is.
I'll tell you what, if Trump's not the nominee, you're living in fantasy world.
Yeah.
I mean, he just is.
The scary thing about that is he's not wrong. Like, all the people that, like, it's going to be DeSantis, you have no idea. I do not think that the Republican Party has it together right now. I believe the Republican Party is so splintered right now, and unfortunately a large portion of them was so triggered by Barack Obama's like presidency, so triggered by any type of progressive ideology at all right now, that I think that I don't think he's wrong. I think that they see Donald Trump as being the anti-Obama. I truly do think that. And that's incredibly sad, because it shouldn't be a case of we got to get back at the Democrats. That's not what America is supposed to be about. It shouldn't be we should get back at the Republicans. America, we should be picking the person that's the best person to run the country. It's insane that we have this like idea in our heads that I'm going to vote for somebody no matter what just because they're part of my party. I don't like that. I want the best person to run the country.
Is going to be the nominee.
What do you think of Ron DeSantis? That's kind of the other person that is in talks right now.
I'm going to take this one. I can tell you one thing. Ron DeSantis has done a very, very good job in Florida. I think he's a very good governor in Florida. When we have the Bush team and George Soros supporting him, that's red flags for me all over the place.
Hold on. Okay, so George Soros is supporting DeSantis. I don't even know if that's true, first of all. Fuck. Why can't I believe anything these people ever say? I don't even know that that's true. Doesn't that fuck off the conspiracy theory, though? If George Soros is funding a Republican governor in probably the most Republican state doing the most Republican things, doesn't that fuck off the whole, like, conspiracy that George Soros is some kind of, like, communist, liberal, progressive, transgender supporting, like, how do these people do this? How do they make this all right in their heads? I can't even begin. Like, holy shit.
That's red flags for me all over the place. Does that mean he's a bad guy? No, not necessarily. But we'll wait and see.
Hold on. Merle! The dude with the name from the 20s. You just said that George Soros supported him, and therefore you can't support him, and then you just said that he is not a good person. Or that he is a good person. Fuck, I'm confused. You said he was a good person. Do these people even hear the shit that comes out of their mouth? Because if he, like, even thinks about what he just said for, like, 2 seconds, there's some direct contradictions there. So what this guy is literally saying is if DeSantis, who he believes is supported by George Soros, I don't know if that's true or not, but he believes is supported by George Soros, who he thinks is the boogeyman, is then nominated by the Republicans, then he will vote for a candidate that's supported by George Soros. Does anybody else see how fucking nuts that is? Holy shit. Okay, that's it. We're done. We're done. Oh, guys. Thanks a lot for watching my video. If you liked it, hit that like and subscribe. If you'd like to join the Ginger Army and help support me for only $3 a month, you get to support a soulless ginger. You also get access to the Tantrum Trump and Prison Trump emojis. And don't forget to join me every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific for our live stream with yours truly. Thanks a lot, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Stay safe out there.